Hey, what's going on everyone? MBG here again with another video. Thanks for taking time to check it out. I really appreciate it. Today we're talking about Konami apparently updating the Silent Hill trademark in Japan. Now, I've seen this making the rounds over the past couple of days. Obviously, this caused quite a bit of speculation online, as anything relating to Silent Hill does. But I wanted to just take a few minutes here to let you guys know what's going on here and give my thoughts on it. So before we dive into it, do me a favor, hit the like button to help the video out and show your support. And if you are new to the channel here, hit the subscribe button as well. So we're reading from VGC, where the title says Konami has updated its Silent Hill trademark in Japan. Multiple Silent Hill games are believed to be in development. Continuing on, it says Konami has updated Japanese trademarks for a handful of its properties, including Silent Hill, as spotted by a Reddit user. Updates to Silent Hill, Gradius, Frogger, The Water Margin, and Tokimeki Memorial trademarks were published by the Japan Patent Office on March 15th. The Silent Hill trademark covers game software and headsets for virtual reality, as well as numerous non-game related goods and services. While these may simply be routine trademark updates or periodic renewals rather than being indicative of any new product plans, VGC reported in October that multiple Silent Hill games are in development at external studios after Konami decided to revive the classic franchise. One of these was outsourced to a prominent Japanese developer in 2021, we were told. And last February, the medium developer Bloober Team said it was working on an existing horror IP from a very famous gaming publisher, fueling speculation it's working on an existing horror IP. The franchise's creator recently told VGC that he thinks it would be more difficult to remake a Silent Hill game than a Resident Evil one because the gameplay as a concept is a little older. Kichiro Toyama, who left Sony last year to form Bokeh Game Studio, explained it's not an action game where you can just refine the action as in Biohazard. To bring Silent Hill up to current standards or to polish up the graphics, the fans wouldn't be satisfied. So I wanted to be sure to specifically read from VGC because they don't seem to believe that this is just a business as usual trademark filing or renewal. They do seem to believe, because of what their sources told them, that Silent Hill is poised to make a comeback here. Now, this is something we've talked about before multiple times. There's, according to the VGC, multiple Silent Hill games in development. They mention a prominent Japanese developer, and obviously it's been widely speculated and theorized that Kojima Productions, they are the ones working on Silent Hill. It's also worth noting that Gamatsu also said that they heard Kojima Productions is in fact working on Silent Hill. Now, as of right now, we have no idea what Kojima Productions is working on. We've heard a lot of different things, and Kojima seems to consistently be teasing out on social media his work on his next project, but we still don't know what it is. But putting that aside, it seems pretty clear to me that Silent Hill will be coming back to some extent. I've seen some people say that at this point, there's no reason for it to come back, and I kind of understand that sentiment, but I don't think it would be a bad thing. I really just do think it comes down to who exactly is developing it and how much care is going to go into the game, because I think that one of the things the original creator of Silent Hill said here is completely correct. You can't just make the game look better. There's going to have to be more that goes into it to really kind of satisfy long-term fans and to kind of get it up to where it should be by today's standards. But one last thing I do want to point out here that I just thought was interesting is I was, checking out the Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit once again, and there was a post by a user that says Kojima Productions seems to be using Sony's performance capture set located in California. They say Hideo Kojima has been setting up these remote windows to supervise the work of his satellite teams overseas. In one of his latest tweets, we can see a performance capture set on the left window. That is Sony's California set, the one that they used for games like God of War or Death Stranding, and that they recently shared with Capcom for Resident Evil Village, is easy to recognize thanks to the position of the TVs, the lights, and the overall structure it has. Now, something that is very important to point out here, and that many replies underneath this post also pointed out, is that Sony does not have any type of rule or guideline that says only developers or studios who are making PlayStation exclusive games can use this performance capture set. That doesn't seem to be the case at all. From my understanding, Sony will allow any studio or development team to use this performance set if they so desire, as long as their game is releasing on the PlayStation platform. Now, obviously, they're not just going to let them use it for free. It's probably pretty expensive, but it's understandable why people would see this and assume that, well, clearly Kojima's making another exclusive game for PlayStation, because the last game he put out and the first game he put out from his new Kojima Productions studio was a PlayStation exclusive. It also released on PC. But if you look at the tweet here, it is pretty interesting. He says, "We are always connected to the West Coast by the Sony Mado," I guess that's what this screen is called, "for on-site work. This is great. It really feels like we're connected via chiral communication, especially the two-way sound system is superb. It feels like you are really there. I can use this." And it's very clear that he is extremely excited about using this, and it's pretty cool. And you really just do kind of have to wonder, what exactly is Hideo Kojima working on? Now, the reason why I wanted to point all of this out is because anytime we talk about Silent Hill, inevitably Kojima Productions is going to be thought of or mentioned. That is, until we learn finally what exactly it is that Kojima Productions is working on. One thing we can gather for sure, though, putting Silent Hill aside for just a moment, is that looking at this post and the fact that it's clear they're using Sony's performance capture set, we can say confidently that whatever this game is, it will come to PlayStation. So that means it could be an exclusive or it could be a multi-plat title. Now, whether or not it's Silent Hill, well, we'll find out eventually. But at the same time, we are seeing the trademark filed here and renewed. And they do mention virtual reality headset, which I probably should have mentioned earlier. I don't know that we should read into this too much. I've seen some people say that, well, this is what Konami does with all of their trademarks. They mention VR. So I don't necessarily think that means that they're going to be doing anything with Silent Hill in VR for like PSVR 2, although that would be pretty amazing if they were to do something like that. So yeah, that's the update I have for you guys on Silent Hill, as well as what seems to be going on at Kojima Productions, and I will be sure to let you guys know if we hear anything more. But at this point, I'm going to ask you to leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I'll be interested to see what you have to say. Again, leave the video a like if you enjoyed it or found it informative. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share this video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.